had such a fast, explosive, and global come up. So you were part of One Direction, probably the biggest boy band of all time, and has yet to be replicated. Like, I don't know if there's like a, like, besides like the K-pop bands.
Yeah, I think some of the K-pop bands have kind of reignited the thing. I mean, obviously we had 5 Seconds of Summer as well. They did pretty well. I mean, if I was to explain to you, we talk about One Direction for a second, like what I think about how One Direction happened, because I've never really spoken about this before. But I believe that at the same time, it was when worldwide Twitter trends had just started when we went on the show. So every night the UK would kick up the action on One Direction. It would become a trend in the UK, but then it would trend worldwide, and then people around the world would go, "Oh, what is this?" And then they would click on, and then they'd find people that like the same thing they like, and da-da-da-da-da. So I actually think it was a perfect storm scenario of technology mixed with something that was, I mean, I don't want to say we were very good on the show, because we were very put together on the show. We got very good at what we did. But it made this land wave of fans. And for me, while I was in there, the biggest thing to ever come out of X Factor was a band called JLS, and they were very big in the UK. So when we got where we got to, I thought, oh, we'll be just like JLS, like we'll be big in the UK. And then like we started closing down streets in the UK, and like one little girl like broke her leg by crossing the road, and not looking. So they would close down streets for us and stuff. I thought, okay, this is getting a little bit strange. I'm like 16 years old, right? So I thought, I know what I'll do. If it gets too big, I'll move to Australia. And then the very next day after X Factor, right, you're going to Australia, and my name had already beat me there. And that's when I knew I was like, oh, okay, this is where we're going to go next. No, where's the escape button? There's no, No,
and then you just took off. I mean, that's
it.
I mean, it also, the product that you guys made, and I think like any like rapid expansion always falls back. Rapid expansion falls back on the quality of the product that's being delivered. Your music was fucking fantastic. Your music now is fantastic. You're very talented. I saw you perform last night with Steve Aoki.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's been, I say on my solo career, the one thing I've struggled with is writing for myself. And I think I've just figured that out in the last few weeks with the project that I want to do. But in the band, it was kind of fun to write. You were almost jumping through hoops, and it's kind of like we let the first album go by. I think I wrote a couple of songs on the first album. But once you knew what the people wanted, it's very easy to redo it again, and you know the hoops you have to jump through, right? And the one thing we did very clever in One Direction, if you go back and listen to the albums now, is that every time we made a new album, we slightly turned the influence of rock up, slightly turned the influence, to the point where on the fifth album, I had the main singer from the Eagles message Niall and be like, "That's the best song you've ever written," and it was one of the songs that we wrote.
Wow.
I mean, the amazing things, and this is what was nice for me at the end, to become an accomplished rock star, because you want to be in a boy band, but you don't want to be in a boy band that's cheesy, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of makes you edge away from it a little bit, not to say. But for us, we became like a solidified rock band purely because of the peers around us, and being people like Eddie Vedder, being, what's his face in the Eagles. It's like they actually gave us props for what we do.